Good morning. My name is Doug Bally, D-O-U-G, B as in boy, A-L-L-I, City of Galveston, Police Department, Chief of Police. Called everyone here today to discuss a case that began for us on September 30th at about 9 p.m. We received a report of a missing juvenile. The juvenile, the little girl, was out walking her dog, something that she typically does and should be able to do. At some time after she had left home, she was encountered by Graham Dunn. Mr. Dunn pulled up to her location in a vehicle. He got out of his car and forced her into his vehicle. Mr. Dunn then fled the area. Our responding officers went out and began investigating this case. They quickly learned from an emergency ping that her phone, the child's phone, was in the area of the 8700 block of Seawall Boulevard. Officers responded to that area and began searching. Assisting agencies also came out. Galveston County Sheriff's Office, Texas Parks and Wildlife, University of Texas Medical Center Police Department, as well as Texas Department of Public Safety. In a very short period of time, 3 drones were deployed in search of the child, and a Department of Public Safety helicopter was on scene searching for the child. One of our officers, Officer Nino, responded to the hotel and attempted to, a hotel that was in the 8700 block of Seawall Boulevard, and attempted to view surveillance video. He was unable to access it. Employees were unable to access it. Refusing to give up on that, he was persistent that someone get on location. Thankfully, due to his persistence, he was able to view the surveillance video, and it was clear that the child had been brought inside of the hotel and was accompanied by Graham Dunn. Officers forced entry into the hotel room and recovered the child and arrested Dunn. I cannot thank our partners enough for coming out and assisting us with our efforts to save this child and recover her and return her to her parents. You will hear shortly from Detective Dominguez, who is the lead on this case, of just how much of a monster this person is. I'm grateful that our officers and everyone involved, all the other agencies involved, acted quickly and with urgency to save this child. I'm going to turn it over now to Detective Dominguez so he can fill you in on his investigation and what he has learned through investigation.
Thank you, Chief. Yes, sir. Good morning, Detective Hector Dominguez with Galveston PD. Shadowing what Chief Bally said, I would like to commend all the involved agencies. It was a cohesive unit, collaborative unit. Everyone jumped on task and was trying to find the missing 12-year-old child who later determined was abducted. But I'd like to commend officers involved, and specifically Officer Nino. If it weren't for his persistence, we would not have located the victim in the timely manner in which we did. Investigating this offense has resulted in 3 felony charges against Graham Michael Dunn. There is 1 count of aggravated kidnapping, sexual assault, with a bond of $500,000. There is 2 charges for aggravated sexual assault of a child, which were requested for no bond hearings. In a review of Dunn's criminal history, it revealed that he's a serial sexual offender with multiple confirmed arrests, pending charges in several states, and active investigations still going. These states include Texas, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Kentucky, and Louisiana. Investigators across these multiple states quickly identified Graham following media coverage of his arrest here in Galveston, and felt compelled to reach out to us and relay that although there was no adjudication, conviction, they wanted to forward their investigations involving the sexual offenses that he was involved in their states, and that was released to us. Again, these investigators felt compelled because they identify him all as a serial sexual predator with both adult and juvenile victims who has potential to do harm. They further advise that Dunn has absconded prosecution in their states, fled states to avoid court proceedings, and continues to offend even while out on bond or probation. I'd like to commend those agencies for reaching out to us as well, forwarding the information. They didn't have to, but they felt compelled enough because they identify him to be a serial sexual predator.
Thank you, sir. We will now turn it over to Galveston County District Attorney Ken Cusick.
Morning. I'm Kenneth Cusick, last name C-U-S-I-C-K. I've only been in this job for 4 months. I was appointed by Governor Abbott, but I can tell you right now, justice has arrived, and this man will get the full measure of justice. I've been a prosecutor for 37 years, and this is one of the most disgusting situations I've heard of. But I am so happy that the collaborative effort of law enforcement in this area, state and local, were able to rescue that young lady. But I can tell you right now, it starts with the charges he's facing, the bond set. There's no bond on others. We are pursuing no bond. If there was ever a clear and convincing evidence or depiction of a person that should not have bond pending trial, it's Mr. Dunn. With the history of things that have gone on in other states, the fact that he's on bond, similar type of conduct, and then attempts this in Galveston, there's no question this person should be locked up pending trial. Ravani's innocent until proven guilty, but my office is gonna, with the evidence we have, we're gonna get a conviction on him, one or all of those charges, and we're gonna seek maximum sentence. There should be no leniency for somebody like this that's proven again and again that they're a sexual predator. They're preying not only on women, but girls. This is not gonna be tolerated in this county, and it starts with the bond decision. I want no bond. I've instructed my prosecutors who are handling the case to appeal the bond decision and to seek no bond on all the charges. Thank you.
I want to be very clear about this. This family, this victim, did nothing wrong. This is not a case of poor parenting. This is not a case of where any fault at all should lie upon the victim and the family. They did everything right. Galveston is a safe community. You should be able to walk your dog. A child should be able to ride their bike, and we should be able to go outside and enjoy it. When someone crosses the bridge and comes to Galveston, we will defend it fiercely if you come here for wrongdoing. I pray, and on behalf of the Galveston Police Department and the city of Galveston, that the victim receives help in recovering from this ordeal. It was very traumatizing, and I'm so thankful that she is safe and home with her family. We'll open it up for questions.
Chief, let me ask you real quick here. Two things. One, was this would be considered a crime of opportunity, just happened to be in the area of SAR, or they did some previous contact, say social media, they could not get any or anything at that point where it kind of knew where she would be in the area?
It is my understanding that, that this sexual predator, Mr. Dunn, utilized a ruse through social media to lure the child.
And on top of that, too, how did he end up in Galveston? Because we took his peg was put out in the criminal record across. He's out on bond for North Carolina. They were attacked with 74-year-old woman. How did he end up in Galveston? Anybody know how it is in this child? Where did he end up?
No, I speculate that he utilizes multiple forms of social media and utilizes that as a way to target.
Any specifics on which platform are used?
No, sir, and well, there is, but he was utilizing multiple, we believe, and because of this ongoing investigation and others in other states, I think it best right now to not reveal.
What's your advice to families when it comes to that kind of stuff?
Absolutely, that's a great question. My advice to families of young children is to monitor social media, turn off locations, be mindful of what your children are posting and who they are interacting with. Something as simple as Roblox has been found to be a place where child predators seek out victims. So I don't believe that there are any platforms that are truly safe. I think monitoring, talking to your children, and protecting them through consistent monitoring and being mindful and reminding them of people like Mr. Graham who are out there and seek to do them harm.
Maybe a question either for Hector or DA Cusick on talking about these other crimes. In his magistration hearing, he was telling the judge, "Oh, I've only had misdemeanors," but given the list that you just gave out here, about where he has had other cases, so yet are any of those like still pending?
Yes, sir, he's got,
Outside of the one in North Carolina?
he's got several in several states, actually. Different states label different offenses, either by codes. There is 2 active investigations of sexual nature that are labeled a misdemeanor until taken to the court setting where the judge or whatever their process is. Sexual battery is one of them that's labeled a specific code, but then it either increases in severity, but several pending charges and several active investigations still ongoing as of today.
Any of those others involve minors? Because we know the one in North Carolina is a adult female.
I don't know very too much details specifically identifying, but he has confirmed minor victims, correct? Adult and minor victims.
And the 2 charges of sexual assault with a child here are related to 2 different instances with the same alleged victim.
Correct.
Do we know how long the suspect's been in the Galveston area and if he's had any prior Galveston police interactions?
Specifically to dates, short weeks, I would assume. I don't know the specific information regarding Galveston itself. In Texas for approximately 3 weeks, I believe.
Chief, we know there was kind of this, every law enforcement agency around, including the sheriff's office, all going in and looking. That particular hotel, was there like a block camera picked up something, or that he was just gonna check every hotel kind of starting on the west end and moving? How did that particular hotel get designated by the officer that went by to try to get the video?
The phone, the child's phone led us to that specific hotel. The location was actually slightly outside of the hotel. We believed possibly the phone was in a field and began searching but it wasn't right on where it was. The phone was still with the child, and so that's what led us there. And thankfully for those officers that responded to that hotel, they were persistent and never gave up. And again, Officer Nino acted extremely commendably. It was amazing.
I mean, how long has he been on the book?
He's a transfer, a lateral officer, had experience elsewhere. and has been with us for about 2 years.
When you know what his history was before, how long you've been in law enforcement?
I think approximately 7, 8 years or so. Very sharp, very talented, very hardworking man.
Through your investigation, have you identified any other, either victims here locally that he might have had contact with before getting caught in this instance, or any potential that he was grooming locally for the future?
We have no specific evidence of him acting in Texas prior to this. However, the investigation continues. It's ongoing, and we're going to turn over every stone that we possibly can to ensure that if that occurred, we know about it and extend the investigation to other agencies if need be.
DA Cusick, if I can ask on this, because you're talking about the Joe bond, there's Senate Bill 9 that just passed this last legislative session that allows for tighter restrictions. Is that what you're applying here? With this?
Yes, the statute fits that, and even if the statute, there wasn't a change in the law, the circumstances in this case are so overwhelming that it either should be a bond this man should never make or get no bond. The conduct speaks for itself.
And on just the secondary part of that here, is that, how does that process work now? Do you need to go before a judge, and then like if you go over bond hearing, like take one way or another?
Yes, under this new, we're working through the protocol and procedures on this, but a bond was already set, but at this point, if the case is set in the district court, it's set in, then we approach the court about modification of the bond or no bond.
But technically, right now, he is being held, while there's been bond set on these two charges, he is being held without bond.
Yes, yes.
Because of the warrant out of Dallas County, correct?
Yes.
Forgive me, my knowledge of
Yes, sir.
island geography isn't as good as Houston, but the approximate distance between the point where she was allegedly abducted and killed.
5 miles. It is, however, we do not believe that there are any connections to Mr. Dunn regarding that case, and that case is still under investigation. We have not made an arrest in that case yet.
In fact, on that case, you have a video of who you believe to be the suspect in that earlier.
Correct. Anyone else? Does anyone have any questions? Thank you all very much for being here. I sincerely appreciate it.